Hello everyone, thank you for taking the time to check out my channel. In this video, I'm going to be doing another Jail House Burrito taste test. Now, what I'm going to be doing for this is putting together what I think is a pretty classic combination. You got a knockoff Cheetos and then hot fries. Then of course you got your beef stick. I have a Slim Jim ramen. Very, very good combination. I've used it many times. Works together great. But what's really going to make this thing different, guys, is I'm going to go ahead and get the burrito made up. I'm going to take it out of the bag, and I'm going to melt some chocolate chips and roll the whole thing around in chocolate chips and let it cool. So it'll be a chocolate-covered jailhouse burrito. So I have some semi-sweet chocolate chips. I really don't know how this is going to be. I think it's going to be pretty good. I've tried something kind of similar before. I made a jailhouse burrito, and instead of Slim Jim, I put in butterscotch and chocolate chips. And that was actually pretty good. Now, I say this in every one of my taste test videos. I'm not going to give you a step-by-step on how to make a jailhouse burrito. If you watch my channel much, you already know how to make them. I'm just going to go ahead and get this thing made up and give it a shot. Alright guys, so the burrito's been sitting in its towel for about 10-15 minutes. Let's go ahead and get it out of there. Now, I did not make this jailhouse burrito very big. To be honest, I didn't know how it would turn out, and I didn't want to waste a lot of chips, so we're not gonna, normally I would tear open the bag and get a thumbnail, but we're not gonna worry about that right now because we're gonna be covering the whole thing in chocolate before we try it. So this is what I normally do, actually, when I'm gonna have a burrito. I will push it from the bottom so the whole burrito comes out like that. Push it up a little bit, then it just pops right out. Then you got something to hold on to so you don't get your hands all messy and whatnot. So what we're going to do here is go ahead and get the whole thing out of there. Like I said, very good combination. Turned out really well too. You can see a nice little pocket of beef stick poking out there. So Cheetos and hot fries. Okay, now I got the burrito out on some wax paper. I have some melted chocolate chips. Now I'm going to do my best to try to cover the whole thing with this chocolate. You know what? I think I'm just going to go ahead and dump the chocolate onto the wax paper. And then we'll try to roll the burrito around in it. I think that's going to work the best. Make sure you guys can see this real good. There's no real good way to do this, I'll tell you. Now I'm going to go ahead and tear off the wax paper that we don't need. This thing is messy. Just by how messy it is, I haven't tasted it yet, but I'll tell you, I don't think I'm going to make another one of these. This thing is really, really messy. Okay, here's a quick shot of it so far. What I'm going to do with this is go ahead and put it in the refrigerator for a little bit. Colder chocolate tends to be kind of hard. I don't want it like that. I just want it to cool off quicker than letting it sit at room temperature. I really don't want to wait. Alright, let's put it in the fridge. So I actually put this thing in the freezer. I was getting a little impatient, but the chocolate solidified pretty good. Looks like it's gonna work, I guess. I don't know how it's gonna be taste-wise, but jailhouse burrito covered in chocolate. Let's go ahead and get a thumbnail and we'll give it a shot. Now I'm gonna go ahead and break this down the middle, I think. The burrito became like kind of rubbery. It's got no heat left to it. Take a look at that right there. Got some beef stick poking out. I think I'm gonna get the flavor of pretty much everything in this bite, so we'll go for that. We're gonna give it a shot here. Chocolate covered jailhouse burrito, alright. Oh god, guys, that is not good. That is gross. Let me get a paper towel here. First of all, I have to tell you guys, I finish every one of my jailhouse burritos in my videos, and I have to apologize. I am not eating that. No way. Yeah, the burrito itself became like rubber. It has a really bad texture. You know, I don't know if it's because I used semi-sweet chocolate chips. I don't know. That does not work together. You know, because I used butterscotch and chocolate chips in a burrito, I think it was like a month or two ago. Maybe longer, I'm not sure. And that one worked. The The butterscotch and the chocolate chips kind of melted in there. It was almost like having a Jail House Burrito cookie with, you know, the chips in there and stuff. So I thought that this might work, but this does not work at all. I'll tell you. If I had to give this a 1 out of 10, 1 being the worst, 10 being the best, I'll give it a -1. You know, it's gross. I would never make this one again. It's a shame because I really like the combination of the Cheetos and the hot fries. It's a really classic combination in my opinion. It's great. It's up there with Doritos and Cheetos or Doritos and hot fries. Those are just classic to me, but it's a waste that I have to throw that away. I'm not eating that. This is the first one that I've made that I can say for sure, don't make it, don't try it, you know. It was just an idea I had and it did not work out at all. Well, I think that's about it for the video, guys. Please take a second, like the video, comment, subscribe, check out my other videos, and have a good day.